Yay, I am now doing the stream thing.
Pickle Rick!
Of course. That's...
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Hi, how
Oh,
are ya?
good.
Wow.
Normal SpongeBob. Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are ya?
That's scary.
Hi, how are ya?
Someone else just comes in with Pickle Rick!
Pickle Rick!
So, that is the entire reason why this lady is green. It's in
She's
support.
gender bent Pickle Rick.
Oh my god.
Surprise.
I think it needs a lot more blood all over it if that was the case.
Oh, God.
I just wanted neon.
You to be like, no, what are you doing?
YouTube would
don't
hate
like blood.
me.
We don't like blood. We only like ketchup.
Oh, that's okay. I don't like YouTube.
Oh.
If they don't like my art, then they're art haters, and that's dumb.
They're wait, hold on. They're artist.
Ha 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 ha.
Damn.
Okay, so whenever we can't think of ideas for me to draw something dumb, I'm just gonna draw the lady. But if we get a really dumb idea of something that needs to be drawn, I will draw that instead.
Alright, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna sit here with my iPad and draw some dumb stuff.
Oh
jeez,
gosh, we got all the drawings. Oh, I had people asking me how to shade yesterday. This stream is secretly a tutorial.
Ooh.
Gross.
Yeah, to shade, you just put darker colors all over everything. Hopefully,
Yeah,
at
I've
some
seen-
point, it looks
I've
nice.
seen a couple of different shading techniques. One of them I thought that was pretty neato was using a light effect in Photoshop, so you have like a sense of direction of where you want to go, and then you draw on top of that, and then let go of the light reflecting. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, there's quite a few. So normally you've got two types of lighting. You've got ambient occlusion, which is defining the shape with your colors. And the other one is the lighting, which is what everyone always thinks of when they're shading stuff. They don't normally think of both of them at once.
Yeah.
So they'll normally end up mixing the two, but it normally ends up kind of messy, and then the picture still looks flat. So that's why, like, a lot of anime shots, they tend to have a tiny bit of ambient occlusion, but they're trying to put in a lighting source at the same time, and it comes off kind of flat.
Apparently, Pat, you're a little bit quiet.
Oh, I am? Whoop.
Apparently for them, you're fine for me, but apparently on stream is quiet.
Alright, let me turn myself up a little bit.
That's probably Amy's side more so.
I tried turning it up on Discord, but
Did you right click him and then use
Yes.
the volume all the way up? Okay.
look,
How do I sound now?
I know how to do the things.
I know
how to
YouTube.
Oh my god.
Yay.
Alrighty.
Was it? I showed.
It's better now. There you go. Chat's better.
Yeah.
I showed my
Yay.
sister your drawing, and she made a weird face as if she doesn't like it. She doesn't understand art. That's how it is.
She doesn't like headphones, ladies, boobs, or hoodies. What the hell?
Or neon green.
Or neon green. What the hell?
Man,
I
it's
question
just
her
like,
tastes.
they're making fun of my entire aesthetic. How dare they?
Just realized I need to give her like something underneath, otherwise you'd just be seeing a naked butt, which YouTube definitely won't like. I guess I can't do like life study pictures on YouTube anymore. Rude.
You can't do the butt. Butts don't exist on YouTube.
I just realized girls are easy to draw.
Okay.
Just put some soft colors in there, blob some makeup on it, and you're like, look, she's pretty. I did it.
So I remember the amount of times you told me you can't draw women.
No, guys are hard. Guys, because they buff and they got more muscular structure, and girls are just curves. Although I can't draw them much that well either. It's just drawing this one. She's easy. Do you hear that, guys? No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
Well, I had one of my friends talk about this once. They said the hardest characters for them to draw were muscly women. So like characters like Zarya. It's just
Uh,
like you want to add curves, but you want to add accents and tones and muscle and everything. It's like, yeah, that's a challenge right there.
yeah, that is a harder one because most girls aren't naturally muscular, and even when like you get a super fit girl, they don't tend to come off feeling muscular. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like Caitlyn was awkward to draw because I'm like, she's supposed to be fit, but is she like actually like toned, or is she just?
Yeah, it's like, how fit are we talking here?
I need to know for research.
For reasons. Don't question me.
Look, it's for white. What was it? My ideal waifu research. I need to know these things. My music just stopped. Muscles look weird no matter how hard I try to draw them. Yeah, muscles are weird. Like, it doesn't matter how much I draw anything, it still looks weird.
You know what it is? I think muscles are different on like everybody. There's like some people that like look like a JoJo character when they're extremely fit, and then there's just some guys that just look toned. So it's very strange. It depends on like what they're working on and like just their original fit, like their original stature before they started working out.
Yeah. Muscles are weird, lol. Yeah, no, there's like 4 or 5 artists that I follow on Twitter, and they only draw really muscular men. Their art is like goals.
Usually naked.
Yeah, normally naked. Which is why I can't retweet any of their artwork because I'm followed by children. And then Twitter's just like, you know what would be a great idea? If we showed people the pictures you like. I'm just like, oh gosh, no.
I worry about that 24/7 with some of the artist friends that I follow. Because I have like my friends who also do the really ripped naked dudes, and then I have my friend Cake who does really cute aesthetic stuff, but it's also big bazonga characters. It's like, oh boy.
Yeah, I went and looked at one
Can't have
artist.
children see that.
I went and looked at one artist. I'm like, oh man, this picture looks really great. And then it's just a full NSFW account. I'm like, oh dear. That was a terrifying, like, 10 minutes that I, for some reason, continued to scroll down their page on.
Oh god.
Well, I'm just like, the anatomy's so nice. It's just like, it's a shame that every picture is just one I shouldn't be looking at. But I'm a married woman, guys. It's fine if I do it. And if you're over, like, an age that requires that, then there you go. It's fine. Oh, I just realized I have blue in here and it looks nice.
God, this drawing is dumb. But I'm gonna share it to you guys.
Yay!
Ball.
I like seeing my friends' pictures. How is your day going? My day is going good. We actually had a really nice chill day for once.
Yeah.
We even went to a bakery, which is like, we don't go out like ever. So going to a bakery was really nice.
I was just like, I want to record this bakery ASMR.
Like, hello everybody. I'm sitting down in the bakery and going to be eating this lovely.
Well, you just hear like
this lovely
everyone.
biscuit.
You just hear everyone basically talk on a first name basis. Like they're so used to just coming there because it's like the small town's bakery.
There it is.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Oh my.
Nani?
Scream this.
Scream this.
How are you supposed to draw a gender bent pickle Rick when it doesn't really look like it has a gender
Give it
in the
boobs,
first
it's
place?
done.
I got it. I got you covered. Say no more.
Pickle
This
red.
is the only reason like why people learn how to draw. It's so that they can draw those weird ideas that come to mind. It's just like, this doesn't exist yet. It should exist though.
Should it though?
Yeah. What are you talking about? Of course it
Probably
should.
not. Nanny.
I don't think anything I've ever drawn is supposed to exist, and yet it does.
Such is the nature of the internet, where you can draw everything and anything. Why would you?
Patrick, Andy, Amy, are you all hydrated?
I
Yes.
have
hydrated.
I
Thank
have
you for
Coke.
asking. That, like, I guess that counts. It's like 75% liquid.
It's just not good for you liquid. I think that's like what most people drink though. It's just like, do you drink water? And everyone just looks at their bottle of fizzy or whatever, or alcohol that's sitting on their desk, and they're just like, yes.
So that's like with me and coffee. It's just like, have you had water today? And like, think about like my coffee to water ratio. Like,
Well, I ate sand and then put some water on it.
it's like, I had to make it with water, so technically, I had some.
It's a case of I'm still alive, so obviously yes.
That's what I have to tell myself. Am I still alive? Yeah, then I'm good.
Can I see and taste colors?
That was like the one day that a problem was just like, I can't see colors. It's like, how many coffees did you have? I lost count.
Yeah, that's not a good.
Yeah, I had to dial it back down.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the donation.
Oh, look at you!
Small patot.
Yay, they loves us so much.
That's dangerous.
Can you give us some tips on how to shade characters? Yes.
Nani?
You can hear... What? You can hear pictures. What? I'm trying
You
to...
heard him.
Well, those memes that go around all the time. It's like, you can hear this image, and it'll be like a picture of like the Doofenshmirtz Incorporated building.
Yes. Also, yeah, more VA monies. That's pretty much what donations go towards.
Money.
Like, normal work goes towards bills. Donations and YouTube earnings go towards paying people for more lines, because I want to pay people for more lines.
Oh yeah, apparently, actually, hold on, never mind. Let me double check something first before I mention anything.
Yeah, do that. I don't know what you're doing, so...
I will do that. Are you going to stop me?
This is the most cursed thing I've ever been drawing on my iPad. I agree to this.
I think you mean best.
It's gonna be the best, but also equally the worst, as is all cursed imagery, really.
I mean, there's like the
It's, like, right up
actual
there.
cursed paintings that you get online that people now put in cellars or like in a box with chains because they just like do not open. I feel sure that's like
So-
90% of my old folder.
So I got an email. Apparently, they're there's going to be new monetization opportunities on YouTube.
Oh, snap.
I don't believe them. So far,
As
they've
in,
taken
like,
away from everybody.
Apparently, so there's already paid comments in super chat, so the viewers could to bloggers, and paid super stickers will be added. Super stickers? What? The stickers will be launched in a couple of months. The second feature is a copy of Patreon paid subscriptions.
Okay.
Why is everybody
I
yeeting?
don't know, I just saw that! Vincent, help. The chair is being yeeted. I don't know, I mean, it's just... I have been asked to make Gabranth do a yeet, so maybe I'll do that for my next animated thing when I get time.
Okay, I know how to stop this. Pickle Rick!
No,
Wait,
the
wait.
three words that I've learned that can be one-hit kills in any conversation is hello, every pony, and frick, what was the other one? Bazinga.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently, those are the three things that can just end any conversation when you wanted to.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna show everyone a very important thing. Guys, when you draw a picture, there's a layer that you can do that puts black and white over the top of it. This is important. If you can't tell what something looks like without the color, it means your values are bad and you gotta fix it.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is important for art stuff. I had to learn it by myself and then realized how awful all of my values were, and then I'm like, ah, shit.
Ah,
Oh,
shiz
yeah,
nizzles.
dude.
Like her face right now, when it's black and white, there's like no shading on it. It's like, it's good enough.
That's actually a really great tip. Yeah.
Yay! It's an actual
Thanks.
professional art tip that I got from professional artists that draw.
Wow, professional artists that draw.
Yeah,
Wow.
they exist.
Seems like do the almost thing. Wow.
Wow.
I had this dumb idea that I pitched to Jess, because I know she used that sound effect a lot, or when you did the animated when like Sketchy showed up. It was like, wow. I thought about an alternative where it's Owen Wilson going wow, and it's that same sparkly effect. It's like, wow.
That would be great. There needs to be more memes and stuff in people's content again.
More memes in the world.
Well, like, there was a point where YouTube was just memes. What happened to that? Like, that was when YouTube was fun, and then everyone's just like, no, we need money now, and now everything just feels corporate.
Just draw a good forehead.
It all started with a young boy named Fred,
Bleh.
and then he made too much money.
Yeah, I mean, that's how most of it goes. Also, guys, please stop drawing blushing boobs.
Not you guys in particular, just like
Okay,
in
yeah.
general.
So there's a ton of artists I follow, and they always draw the boobs and the shoulders and the nose red, and they look like they're blushing. So they'll basically just do this.
It's worse actually. They draw it red and then they have like a white on it, like they're wet.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. This is the quick. If you do this, I can't be friends with you. Because she looks like a clown with a flu, and she's got the flu on her boobs and her shoulders.
She's got a hot flush.
Yeah, and then it's just then they put like a dot on it for it's just like now she's got like slimy, oily skin.
She's diseased.
She
got a disease.
she just like covered herself in wax or something. Look at this.
She's clowning.
Yeah. So like, stop doing blushing boobs. Just stop
She
it.
has
Oh my
sunburn.
God.
Blushing
The
is for
one-
the cheeks.
The one that I always hated, that I've seen a couple of visual novels,
Boob
like,
flu.
Sakura Spirit was freaking infamous for it. Unnecessarily shiny skin.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just like very reflective, and especially in the suggestive areas. It's like, guys, have you ever seen human body? We don't do that. We
Actually,
don't.
90% of, especially when they're new, like new artists and stuff, will always draw the skin shiny because anime characters do not have pores.
They don't.
No, if you look at every anime character on any show, they all have what looks like very smooth and very shiny skin. Yep. So when people go into realism, they paint the skin the exact same way. Then you end up with
Oh,
skin
God.
that looks like plastic.
And yet everybody's a Barbie doll.
Because I went through this stage where I was trying to figure out why my characters looked really weird. And I'm just like, why is it wrong? And then I saw somebody post this one picture of them doing a skin texture. I'm like, why does their skin have so many impurities on it? I'm just like, alright, yeah.
It all makes sense now.
So yes, you gotta put texture on skin. It has texture. It's not silky smooth like a baby's butt all the time. Even babies don't have shiny skin.
You'd be terrifying if they did.
Yeah, I think I'd be scared of babies at that point.
A solid gold baby.
I have the Midas baby.
I mean, I'd sell that baby.
So possible I've got it because skin is actually really ugly.
Well, I mean, okay, let me put it this way. Women go out of their way to hide their natural skin, so I guess, yeah. Actually, now a lot of guys do the same thing, so everyone goes out of their way to hide their natural skin. So, yes, skin has texture and nobody seems to like it.
Guys, skin is an Area 51 thing, alright? You're all infected.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out, like, why that just came out of nowhere one day, the whole Area 51 thing.
Because people Naruto running to it.
It's just like the most random
It's
thing.
the only way to evade gunfire.
I think that was actually like the first thing that showed up on like Facebook. It was Naruto run to Area 51, and it's just like if there's so many of us, they can never kill all of us. And then I think it's just like, what if we actually raided Area 51? Like,
It's like I said, like Naruto running is the only way to evade gunfire.
I saw another meme and it just had, guys, instead of trying to invade or storming like Area 51, y'all should go out and plant trees.
Around Area 51. And then we can release the elves.
Why would there be elves?
Skin's very useful for getting tattooed though. Yeah, you can do the same thing with a pencil and paper.
Or a Sharpie. It'll never come off.
Or you can do what they did in Dante's Inferno and just sew it on.
Oh dear God.
That sounds like I could have better use for my time, if I'm completely honest. I have no color on this.
This is cursed. This is cursed. Oh my God. What have I done?
You have
It's
pretty
gonna
much
be bad.
You've described just every picture I've put out when it was like from 2016 to like now.
Pickle Rick.
I can't even show half of my pictures anymore because they're so bad with their anatomy and they look like box people.
I like Box Ronin. Leave him alone.
Box Ronin is so bad. I showed my sister that one and all she did was laugh because she remembers me drawing it and then me specifically telling her how proud I was because he looked so manly. I'm just like, why did you never set me straight? And she said because it was funny.
Good family.
Yep, gotta love older siblings. Your art has grown and changed as you've improved. It's not something to feel. Oh no, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm just ashamed of showing people my old art. As every artist in existence is. But at least I don't draw horses with human faces like they used to in the olden days before they figured
You
out
leave
how to
BoJack
draw
Horseman
faces.
alone.
He's got a horse face, not a human
Exactly.
face. No, I'm talking about like in the really
I know what
really
you're
old
talking about.
paintings. They look so funny though. Like you just see this horse and it just looks like a person. I wonder what it was like to finish that piece and then just look at it and go, this is perfect, this is exactly what I want.
It's like, this
I
looks
mean, to be-
exactly like a horse.
I mean, to be fair, we don't know. People did look like horses back then.
Oh, so actually, in actuality, the person wasn't wrong in the slightest. We were wrong now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, you've...
Why do you think we say why the long face?
Oh gosh. You have sketchbooks you want to burn. Oh, lol. I actually found one of my sketchbooks from high school, and it's terrifying. But I can't throw it out, because, like, it's from high school.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Are you ready for
Oh,
this?
dear Lord.
Can I show everyone on stream?
Defied God.
Oh my god. Can I please show people on stream?
Please go ahead.
Taking a screenshot of it. This is Pat's lovely contribution, and I'm just gonna leave that up because this is entirely what she's
Oh, wait a
based
minute.
off.
It's Picket Rick!
Like a picket fence?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is probably why I should not be allowed to draw, because then I just think of really, really bad ideas.
Are you kidding me? I want you to draw more. This is amazing.
Picket Rick!
You're creating a new meme.
Oh, that was Pickle Rachel.
Rachel.
Why is it
God, is that the
Rachel?
gender bend name we went with her?
Because it's like, begins with R.
Ah.
That's literally all the thought that went into that.
I mean, it does sound close to Richard.
This is an amazing
I guess that works.
contribution to society.
Thank you. I hope you're all happy, because now my iPad was just like, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
I wish I could do that. My computer is like, this tablet I don't think is ever turned off anymore. It's always turned on, and then for some reason it's just like, I'll finally finish all my work. I'm just like, yes, I'm done. Then I get like 4 emails and they're just like, okay, so I want this, can you do it in a week? It's just like, it's a picture of 15 characters. I'm just like, why?
Oh my god.
I had to do it for somebody's birthday. I couldn't say no either because they're my friend too. So I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Time to draw 15 characters. Half of which I didn't even know who they were. So I'm just like, smile and draw, Amy. Just, yep.
Just do it. Cave in.
I love the idea though, because they were putting it on a cake.
Aw.
Yeah.
Cute. Alright, I need another dumb idea. I woke up.
Chat, please assist. We need dumb ideas. I'll also draw the next dumb idea.
I still think one of my favorite drawings on my iPad saved right now is the picture of my OC Sienna going bitch ass. I'm so proud of you.
I love making like really dumb pictures of OCs. It's like the best
Draw
thing.
Amy
existing.
crossed with Solid Snake, gender bent Scrimmy Bingus.
Why on earth
Okay,
with solid
so is
snake?
it 2 ideas or do they want me
These
to
are 2
mash?
different ideas.
Alright, I'll
Horses
do
Naruto running into the Area 51.
I'll do gender bent Scrimmy Bingus because I can actually just build on top of the drawing I have right now. Oh, well.
Scrimmy Bingus.
No, I'll just do it first.
I like
I'm
what's
gonna
it
hold on
called?
to that almost screen video.
I think Screamy Bingus is one of the better things that's come out of one of those videos.
It wouldn't have been possible without Lizzie's freaking pitch.
Yep. She's the meme queen.
She really is.
Yeah. Y'all haven't heard memes until you heard them from Lizzie first. With her damn, like, yodel boy, and she finds all these really weird memes, too. She's like, where the hell did this one come from? She's like, I love
Yeah,
this
she
one.
has a gift of finding just the most obscure memes.
Memes.
And Waluigi.
Waluigi is beautiful.
I still have flashbacks to the episode you did with Jess where you were cosplaying Garth as Waluigi and just had no shirt, the long legs. It was just
I cheated. I just put the eye over from the other side. Sorry, somebody in chat's just, I can draw boobies.
Then you have a path on internet art, my friend.
You will be very wealthy one day.
You will be revered by many.
I follow like 4 or 5 artists that just draw girls with the biggest boobs in existence. And like, I question why I watch them because they make no sense as images.
Wonder
But
if
it's
one
just
of
like,
them is cake.
So Heidi just
No,
linked me
but-
to a Facebook of the Nightmare album with horses with dog faces.
Oh god.
with what? With dog faces.
Yeah, they look horrendous. I hate
Heidi,
it.
how do you find this?
Thanks, I hate it.
Adelaide is pretty good at finding very strange things, actually.
Oh no.
What
I
did you-
made this character cute.
That's the
What have I
best
done?
way. Well, you're gender bending Screamy Bingus, right? So normally
Yeah.
when you draw girls, if you give them like cute accents, they immediately come off more feminine.
It's true. We're gonna do something different. I'm not gonna give gender bent Screamy Bingus babs, because it's just, you know what? Not every gender bent character needs to have babs.
Yeah, some of them will have tiny boobs.
Or as the internet calls it, justice, which I guess it makes sense. I don't know. You guys are weird sometimes.
I quite enjoyed Max's thumbnail that he did with Garfield, Thanos, Sans.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
god.
Yeah, that was because.
I'm gonna find that for you.
Yeah, that's because of his girlfriend. Amy, if you made a
She's
comic,
Also a meme queen.
I have attempted multiple comics. I have finished none. Welcome to my unfinished art portfolio.
There you go.
Let's go down. Oh my god.
Yep.
That is a gift to humanity.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah, I know you like it.
I like this.
Okay, let's see.
I love how one piece of like clothing or attire on a character immediately make people think of another character. Just because this character had headphones with like the piece sticking up at the top, it immediately got called Diva.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I posted it on Instagram. Instagram's the worst for that, I have to admit. Like, you can post anything and everyone's just like, oh, is that this character? It's just like, I don't even know what that character is. I've never heard of this show in my life, and apparently nobody else has either.
Yeah, it's just a younger crowd, so it's one of those. They don't have as many familiarities as we do.
I love how
Yeah.
you still have the pickle picture.
Yeah, this is inspiration. Guys, you can't make art like this without art like this. That's
That
how
just
the
made me
world
feel better
works.
about myself. Thank you.
Yay! Everyone should feel good
I'm
about
actually
their
kind of proud of
art.
this little gender bent idea. She's adorable.
Well,
Oh, she's cute.
I'm
Give her a little.
cheating.
Now I'm gonna have to commit, but like give her a little bow.
Pickle Rachel is great. It's become the chat mascot.
Oh,
Literally
God.
everything. Whenever, because like there was a point where we were doing pixel art, and then there was this one guy I drew, and for some reason everyone really liked him, and so they gave him a name and everything.
Jesus.
Pickle Rachel scares me because we have the same name.
It's okay, you're not a pickle.
Sorry, Rachel.
Well, I mean, like, you can aspire to be this amazing one day.
Listen, you can be just as epic and cursed. All right. Screamy Bingat is done.
It's gonna be Bing Chan.
Oh, that's better. Screamy Bing Chan. There you go.
Oh, that's actually really cute.
Almost
Right?
Ah, I love the style.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I guess she's a Chan, because it now makes sense. It's like, oh, the skirt and like the little uniform, like, oh.
Lol. So I got somebody just like, Gareth needs to find true love. Put Amy in there.
What?
My streak, because the new season's been talked about.
It's like the only character not ruled by love anymore at this point.
It's kind of a nice
What's the
thing.
point in getting rid of that?
I was
Yeah.
about to say, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I feel like one of the issues that I have with like stories that revolve around ships is it can only go so far. As soon as you delve outside of the ship, everyone's just like, now all of them need to be in love with somebody.
Like, no.
Or they want to change everyone's sexuality so that they can pair them with characters that make
Yeah,
no sense.
let's get away from this conversation, shall we?
Yeah.
Well, at least now we have Pickle Rachel and Screamy Bing Chan to inspire us all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And now they're going on Twitter.
as they should.
Oh, the Discord works over here. Come on.
You sure you don't want to put them on your favorite DeviantArt?
Does anyone actually use that anymore? Like, unironically.
I imagine so, but I think it's more for like budding new artists to go somewhere.
I mean, that would make sense.
Although there is a lot of good art there.
Oh yeah, there's some great artists, but they're all moving to like ArtStation.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like a process. Like you start off with DeviantArt, then you move to ArtStation.
Hmm.
I feel like my values for this picture are all off.
Discord froze on me. That's not good. Hang on, I'm gonna have to restart Discord. I'll be right back.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
You can see Pat's masterpiece on what's it called? Twitter.
Aha! This is all a ploy just to get him more followers. Aha!
I got no problem like shilling out all of my friends' stuff, even though they're like bigger than me. It's like, guys, go follow my friend who's got way more like subscribers than me. She's got such a soft face.
She does.
Just feels like it's lacking form.
Oh.
Yeah, he said he was going to restart Discord, remember?
I believe nothing.
Yes, dear. We have finally become a true married couple because we actually sit here now and say yes, dear, when we don't understand what the hell the other one's doing. That's how you know
we did that
you've hit
before we
it.
were married.
That is true. That's when you know you've hit like the real relationship status, I think.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Jesus. Discord was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take my time restarting everything.
We're back.
White jerk.
I'm not used to giving a character green lips. By the way, I've seen a couple of people ask. I have no clue what this chick's name is. She just exists.
Well, if she's gonna be all green associated, maybe just like a name that's like Inspired by green.
Aqua.
So
Hmm.
close. Midori's a good one, but that's usually a go-to one for any character associated with the color green.
It's really hard to think of like a good name for a character. I went through so many names for like because I had to figure out Tama's last name. I'm just like, okay, let's go look up a bunch of names in Maori, and that's one of them is going to be his last name. I think I did the same thing for Brum's last name. Well, because I'm streaming, chat can name her.
There you go.
I refuse to like let them specifically just pick which name out of the ones they like is because last time they named something leggy. That's better. There's more contrast. What are you drawing, by the way, Pat?
Oh, I'm not drawing anything at the moment, but I probably will take idea number 2, which was you as Solid Snake.
That'll be interesting.
Fun, good reference. I'm trying to debate if I want to do chibi version of you or like realistic version of you. Chibi will be done faster.
Yep, as it normally is.
Let's go with that. Get a good reference image here. Solid Snake.
Actually, chat, which snake do you want? Because there's like 6 different variations of Solid Snake.
I finally watched one of the game cutscenes for one of the games. I hadn't like seen any of Solid Snakes. I'm just like, I want to know what the fuss is about. I got very confused midway through.
It sounds about right for anybody who hasn't played Metal Gear.
Yep.
Metal Gear.
I went and watched
It
all
is
of.
one of those very convoluted series.
I went and watched the entirety of like the Resident Evil stuff because I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I already know like 2 of these ones, so why not?
Yeah.
The God of War one from last year was really good too.
Did the chat give you an answer yet on which snake they wanted? Because I'll just go
Oh,
regular size.
The Queen Snake. What?
hardcore snake eater snake.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, one of those just have Amy eating a snake. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the donation. Also, they suggested Emerald or Athena.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, her name doesn't have to be based on anything which is green.
Oh my
So,
gosh, 2 people are like, call her Travina.
Trevina.
Yes, just Travis, but for a girl.
Listen, we talked about this. I stand by. If you're gonna gender bend Travis, his gender bend name should be Tracy.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's a good shot of Solid Snake.
All right, time to get to work.
I think girl Travis wishes she had these clothes.
Yeah, I imagine girl Travis would not be as stylish as male Travis. Like she just like wears like almost the same clothes every day. Like, hey, what's going on?
Funny thing is, like, what Travis normally wears look like just comfy clothes. So it looks like he just finds clothes that like just seem comfortable and then just shove them on, and he's just like, "Hi guys, I exist. Look, girls."
Well, it's one of those. He's the only character I know who could go an entire season and turn evil in beige khaki shorts. It's a gift. If you can take over a freaking island in dad pants, you deserve it.
Yeah, I mean that seems legit.
The power of that pants.
That'd be tricky.
Thakina.
What?
Tina. Lord, she's thick.
Well, see you later, Chloe.
Why?
Oh, someone suggested Meredith.
Scottish.
Meredith.
What? Pikachu? What?
What?
I'm trying to figure out what that's for. Okay, lol, someone just said thick bitch.
Listen, this is not a Bodie McBokeface discussion. Give her an actual name, chat.
Look, that's the backup. I still love, there's, what is it? Now I can't remember what the thing's called. Assassination Classroom, there's Miss Bitch. That's just the name that she's given throughout the entire series, and it's amazing.
I still love Rising of the Shield Hero, how they handled that.
Oh, that was so good. I'm so sad that, like, it's ended for now.
Yeah.
I wanted
It was just
more.
like, he got his revenge in the best way.
I know, that was so great. I was so happy with that. I'm just like, oh, they're gonna kill them. I'm just like, eh. And it's just like,
Not
no,
even
no,
better.
no. Her now legal name is just like, bitch.
Bitch.
It's just like, what's about her adventuring name? Slut.
It's like, oh.
I love this. Just like, it's like, oh, my big sister, I mean, bitch. It's like the best thing ever.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know how they were gonna fix that, because it's just like, you can't have a character that you want to get, like, revenge on that badly and not have it be, like, the best revenge ever. So I didn't know how they were gonna actually top it.
So I don't know why I accidentally gave you Dragon Ball Z kind of style of hair, but honestly,
Sweet.
it kind of works.
I mean, my hair's very bizarre.
I mean, it'll work. It's supposed to, like, Metal Gear kind of is that edgy too.
I always wanted to be edgy.
To be honest, as long as you put the bandana on, you're good.
Oh yeah, bandana was the first thing I worked on.
It was the first thing I drew.
We're
You gotta do
friends.
Salad Snake.
We're
You
friends
gotta do
with
it right.
an artist, and every time he gets the chance, he tries to put blasted Metal Gear Solid stuff on all of his concept art. At the moment, he's gotten this thing where he's drawing like really like well-known Nintendo characters as old men.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we just had, there's an old man Pikachu, and then recently there was an old man Link. It's just like, I don't know why this exists, but it
You
does.
probably like Old Man Link. I'm gonna go find it actually.
It's pretty good actually, it's well done. Oh, we
Link.
also got the Hearthstone art book today, and my gosh, it's one of the nicest art books I've ever gotten. Like the front cover almost feels like leather. They've got some pages that are like on tracing paper of the sketch, and then it goes over the top of the finished picture behind it. It's like, oh man. Can we call her Pickle Rachel? Because I mean, obviously. I mean, I don't think that quite fits. Lol, I am not making her boobs bigger. They're big enough. Otherwise, it's just like the worst issue of no comfort.
Big bazangas.
I don't think anybody realizes who's not a girl just like how uncomfortable boobs are.
Like one person I was dating, like honestly had to like go to
Ugh. It's even worse.
Cute on 2D characters, but a pain in the ass in real life, I guess.
Yeah, well, like, you see those people who draw anime characters with, like, boobs that are so big it's ridiculous. I've seen a lady in real life with boobs that were so big, they literally had to sit in the front of her trolley basket.
Oh my god.
And it's just like, you look at her, and every person, like, in the car that was a girl was just, like, cringing. So, like, oh, my back hurts just looking at this. If anyone cannot tell, I am not good at drawing lips. I don't draw them very often.
I was always good with like cartoony, expressive lips, but like realistic ones, I'm terrible at them.
Yeah, I did not draw. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't draw any kind of realistic mouths on any of my characters for the longest time. I think the first time I started trying to do it on guys was one of the Gabranth pictures I drew, and I'm just like, every time I draw lips, it looks girly. Because, man, like, trying to draw lips on a dude is difficult to make them look natural without making them, like, too perky. And it's like, how do people do these? Okay, I'm gonna take a break from drawing, whatever we're calling this girl. And I'm gonna doodle. So I'm gonna need some suggestions on a stupid doodle. Was it your oh, someone says their favorite combination is black and blue. Same, that's why every single picture that has Ethan in it, he's wearing black and blue.
It's a good color for him.
It works so nice. I've got like a color aesthetic I think for each. Gabranth is generally black and red. Kimiko is blue and white or yellow.
Ooh.
Yee. Who else have I got? Hime is purple and silver. She's the cutest. I need to draw her some more. I'm not drawing F-male characters. No.
No.
You go to her community tab. There's F-male characters drawn in there.
Mainly also because we had a job of doing that for like a while.
Yeah. It's kind of more fun just to draw random stuff. Draw a pickle wearing dad shorts.
Actually, that would be kind of funny.
Okay, let's just... Oops, that's a very big canvas size. I don't want it that big. Oh, it's on a green background, so let's see what we draw.
So I had to use a little inspiration for this Metal Gear photo of you. That really angry face that you made with Ronin in your comic. It's like, I have it.
Yeah.
The top corner one's like perfect. It looks like one of Solid Snake's like general expressions, like. He's good.
Okay, because this is wearing dad shorts, it also needs legs. This is a modeling pickle. I can't draw like the whole cartoony eyes, like Pickle Rick's ones, just because like it's so unrealistic from what I'm used to drawing that it pisses me off.
Mm. There we go. Alrighty. And save. Done. Alrighty. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
No.
And
Oh my gosh!
Perfect.
I'm gonna post that up for everyone to see.
More inspiration.
Yep. These just stay on the page now. I gave my pickle the same kind of arms that Rick had.
oh.
Rickle pick.
What?
That was somebody's response on Twitter to my flurry of like cursed images. Like, your unfollow button's looking pretty good right now. It's like, oh, nobody wins with an attitude like that.
Gotta love the good fun of this kind of stuff though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, there was a really great point where all I did was respond to people with pictures. And I drew some of the weirdest pictures I'd ever drawn in my life, and it was the best day of my life. I was enjoying myself so much.
Oh.
Got to the point
That's
where
a good
like
day.
people were looking at my stuff and they're just like, Amy, what the hell are you doing? I'm just like having fun.
It's called having fun. Look it up.
Give him abs, but he can't like do scrunches. He's a pickle.
Yeah.
You see, you shouldn't unfollow somebody if they're showing cursed images. You need to share it with friends so they're cursed also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only fun when everyone's cursed.
Alright, kids. Give me another idea. You gotta keep this gravy train rolling.
This is a very bizarre looking pickle. That's pickle discrimination. What?
Pickle discrimination. Pick discrimination.
Sharkhead Maui.
Sharkhead Maui? What?
From Moana. Maui at one point has just a shark head with normal legs on.
Oh, I must have glazed over that one. Alright, let me go find an image of this and see if I can do like a tiny gremlin version of this.
I just want to draw a shark.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Has his most pictures on the internet.
I love there's a Funko Pop of him. Like, oh my god. I'm scared. Alright. What we can do.
He's so cute. Ah, that's the cutest shark you've ever seen. Thanks. I shall color him and call him Steve.
No, he's good name.
Steve sounds pretty nice.
Yes, he likes eating people's toes.
Well, it's not for me
Well,
to
Steve,
keep champ.
I gotta live with you, Steve. That's I don't think that's very friendly.
Hey, at least he's not like eating the entirety of you. So in his mind, he's being very polite.
He's just having a slight nibble.
Just wanted to taste.
Feeling a little famished.
It's just like, okay, you okay if I move in? Oh yeah, I just gotta like nibble your toes first. Is that okay?
Alright, just don't do anything crazy.
Toes have left the chat.
What was that?
Just toes have left the chat.
Oh no.
How has your week been? Busy. Okay, I'm gonna do this is a cheat way of shading, guys. You get
So write it down.
you get a blue, and then you put it wherever you want the shading thing, like that, and you put it on multiply. Then what you do is you get a warm color like pink, and you lock it, and then you put it where the sun is.
Then you put it where the sun don't shine.
There, look, see, it looks pretty.
Welcome to my shading speedrun.
Yay, and then you can just change the thing of it. There we go. This is how I shade commissions when I'm really busy. And it's just like, so there's cheaper styles, it's just literally this. Just tidier than what I just did.
Alright, so far my Sharkhead Maori looks like if Bird drew him. Just really pointy face, like, oh hey man.
Still not sure why I'm drawing on a green background, actually. Okay, I'm gonna draw something else. Welcome to another episode of Fact with Amy. Just one fact, not more than one.
Gotta subscribe and pay for that one.
If you want 2 facts, you gotta do microtransactions.
I don't think I feel like I could do microtransactions. I feel like the world's biggest jerk for doing that.
This feet looks so freaking weird. What have I done?
Someone wants a Naruto running penguin.
Is it just
Sounds
a
good to
penguin
me.
running?
It's gotta
They
have
already
like...
run like they're doing the Naruto run.
He looks more like he's ice skating. I do love the fact that, like, even after all this time now, Naruto was still a stinking meme. There you go, is a penguin running like Naruto.
Dante wait.
Beautiful.
If
Neat.
you threaten me, telling me that you'll cry if I don't do what you say, I'm gonna let you cry. Just saying. Your misery will fuel my, Should never threaten people for things
You
you
guys
want.
know art is fueled by tears.
It is. I mean, that's how my art's fueled.
And we use the tears. We use those tears to fuel coffee and tea.
What, George? Somebody said something about a seahorse, but I'm trying to figure out what they were talking about. Oh gosh, blobfish. But a jellyfish doesn't have eyes. How can it cry? Amy, what's your favorite candy? Anything with sugar in it.
So everything.
Yeah, as long as it's got sugar in it and no raisins.
Alrighty, one shark head Maui. Bam.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute!
You got a really cute art style.
Thank you.
You're gonna like put me out of a job. Everyone's just gonna get your channel for art.
No, I just do, I don't. Cause basically, if I try to do this for a living, I'd never get anything done. Just because I just like doing cute dumb doodles. I would have done something like something Circle or Bird does, and it's just like, too late in the game to be doing that now.
I want to do one of those 2D webcam characters of myself so that I can do games with face cam without having to do face cam.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I want to do the galaxy hair version of me. Kind of like this style.
Alright, chat. What else? I got time.
I think Chad understands how lucky they got it, because normally most people we know don't take like requests for what they could draw.
It's like, as long as it's something I can do and it can be cute, I'll do it.
Draw Kermit.
Kermit? Okay.
That's what I heard.
I must go before I commit.
More stupidity.
Yeah.
I was proud of that line. I was like, hey.
What on earth? Sorry, it's just draw Princess Thanos.
I'm gonna do Kermit. I might circle back around to Princess Thanos, but we'll see.
Kermit Thanos.
That was just like Corgi suggestions, like Corgi's doing the iconic Titanic scene.
Oh god.
Everything
Actually-
is perfectly balanced, as it should.
Actually, yeah, Kermit Thanos sounds like a fun one. Let's do that. You have nothing to fear. Everything will be perfectly balanced, my daughter.
Oh.
He just pushes like a tiny little version of Miss Piglet off the cliff.
This chibi is so cute.
How about a heaping dose of no you?
No, you. There's a smile he does that'd be perfect for the Thanos one. There it is. Get it.
Garfield Thanos sans Kermit. Oh, it goes on.
It can never end. Now I just have this picture of a very unsettling smile Kermit on my iPad forever. It'll be worth it though. And work with me.
What on earth? Kermit as Peachy.
Okay, now we're getting a little carried away here, crowd.
I think they've
With
been
great power.
carried around since the start.
We need Kermit Thanos to restore the balance. We have too many shit posts.
Okay, I like this one. A dress wearing a dress.
For some reason, I'm reminded of Rocky's drawing that he did a couple of nights ago with Keston's hat wearing Keston's hat.
Oh, I wanted to do an Amy and Andy comic where, because we've done like one with you and that coming over, we wanted to do one with Keston, and we take his hat off and there's another hat under it, and there's just like a mountain of hats, and then he goes to leave and he takes his hat off, you know, like to do the whole like slight thing of like, you know, see you later, and we just like finally see his head, and it's just like, how come it works for him? It's just like this little mountain of hats left at our house.
He has the gift.
Have you seen the latest Spider-Man? No.
Oh, it's good.
I need to see it.
Jake Gyllenhaal is a fantastic Mysterio. Oh my god, this is a bad idea.
I think that's the entirety of this stream at this point. One bad idea after the other, to the point where we're just like, you know what, yeah, this is fine.
Well, it's good practice, I guess. Kermit, keep your eyes still.
See, if I'm gonna draw Kirsten riding a horse, it'll be a seahorse.
Or a unicorn.
I feel like a unicorn would work though, because like, it's a unicorn and he does like cute things. You don't think you'll ever ascend your drawing abilities to my level? There's no, everyone can reach my level probably faster than I did. Just requires you to study. You gotta draw lots. You draw a circle, and then the next day you draw 2 circles, and then the next day you drew boobs. See?
Or if you give it a little contour, then you just do a butt.
There you go! See? You just need circles. Then you can draw everything that'll probably earn you money.
God, you're not wrong, actually.
I remember
This is a masterclass in 5 seconds.
Well, I mean, like, the sad thing is I know so many artists that, like, started drawing nice, pretty, wholesome art, and then they just reverted to the other stuff, and they're just like, this earns money. Just don't even at me anymore. I kinda can't do that. I have to, like, draw original pretty pieces that are still censored. Because my parents check my channel every now and then, and it's really awkward if my little sister is learning how to draw from a picture about boobs. Boswell's just, God forbid I become a fairy artist. I mean, Boswell, the better you get at drawing, the closer that reality is, like, that becomes a reality, so... I just realized her nose was crooked.
I want to get overly detailed on the Infinity Gauntlet, but it would just take forever. So I'm just kind of half-assing it right now. It's like, just get the general idea.
That's pretty much all you need to do. A lot of my favorite artists actually don't detail much. You get the like all the base stuff in, and then that's enough for you to understand the entire composition, so there's no need to really go out of your way to do any more.
That's true. That's a level I would like to reach in just in art in general.
Yeah, there's a picture I'm working on. I posted the last version of it yesterday. Oh, I got a new member. Thank you.
Woo!
Okay. Right, I'm gonna jump off for a little bit. Just I was feeling a bit queasy for today, and I'm feeling it again. So I'm gonna jump off for a bit.
You feel better soon, sweetie.
I will go and Kermit sleep. Kermit the sleepies.
Alright, bye guys. It's the reason why I wasn't entertaining as well today, because bleh. Okay.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
Bye guys. Yeah.
Bye. Alrighty.
I guess I'm single now.
Oh no. Welcome to the single party. We have coffee and we have abs.
Yay.
It's delicious hot abs.
Oh my gosh. I like. There's like so many pictures I wanna. And just leaving behind angry carrots in the chat. You know, there was like a bunch of pictures that I wanted to draw, so like I was finally concepting up new ones, and I started concepting one for a story that I have given absolutely no information to, which is it's just like a bunch of cryptic pictures that I want to put out, which alludes to one story, but I want people to figure it out on their own. It's fun this way.
That would be a fun one.
Yep. And then another one is one of a story part that you recorded like a while ago, which I still haven't done.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, but it was like with a big fight scene with Gabranth, and then I had the whole shadow thing. But I wanted to do like this really nice angled shot where he looks really intimidating from the front, so he's more like a darker character in the foreground, and then you just see all these other people just being basically beaten the crap out of.
Oh my god.
It's just like, yay, this is what I want to draw, but I haven't been able to like figure it all out yet.
Big boo-boo. I drew the gauntlet on top of the layer of Kermit, and I have to like carefully erase all the detail. Artist mistake number one, kids. Always check your layers.
Yeah. Another thing that's a good thing to do if you have a program like Photoshop is to open a smaller version of your image.
Oh yeah.
Look how pretty she looks, and she's tiny now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with this, kid. Stay with me. You'll have Thanos Kermit in a second.
Oh yeah, I also figured another thing out. So like this picture here, if you go and do another one of these, so you have it in a new window, you can go up to View, Proof Setup, Custom, and make it grayscale.
Oh.
So now you can check your values all the time. It's so useful. You can also tell if it's tiny if you've put too much detail in a place that you don't actually see it.
Wow.
Yeah. Like her eyes, you see the green at the bottom more than you see anything else. It actually looks like she's got no eye whites. I don't think it's that dumb. If it's making you laugh, it's obviously good dumb.
It is good dumb. It's like I'm mildly proud of this, but at the same time, it's like, Pat, what have you done?
See, this is why I like having art friends, because it's like literally all the conversations just become that. Like I have one friend who's really good at drawing anatomy. But every time they get in a call with us, they draw their anatomy so warped. The character does not look like it should function, but at the same time does. It's terrifying. Then they just send it to Andy with no context. It's just like, why did I get sent this? It's just like, no reason.
Well,
I feel like this green is actually too... Yeah, it is. It's too bright. It looks cool, but it's detracting from the entirety of the eye area.
oh yeah, I had that happen with one of my drawings of Sienna, because I usually like doing orange backgrounds with her.
Oh
But
yeah.
the first time I did it, it was just such a strong orange. It kind of just like made you look at the background instead of her. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, I've gotten, there was a point where I got really stuck with all of my compositions and stuff, so I went and took a masterclass with this one artist. Oh my gosh, his stuff was so nice. Andy immediately bought a print from him because it had a dragon drinking tea with some fairies.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. But the picture I drew of Gabranth and Ethan when he was a little kid, with like Gabranth with the shadows and everything, I had that one checked by him and he helped me rearrange the entire composition so that it actually worked better.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, his work was just like so nice, but I kept missing like really small things. So like I made a piece that should have been vertical. I made it horizontal instead. So like all of the stuff that I could have put in didn't have any room to move. So it didn't get any of the actual concept across. Yeah, but it's not something I thought about because I'm just like, oh no, this is good. It just fits within the space that I'm drawing in. Oh, there's another one. Where's the other one I was drawing? This one needs a lot of work, but this is the next one I'm drawing.
Alright, I'm gonna call this good. Save. Robert.
Why is her stomach purple? Because colors. It's lighting, that's why at the moment.
Alrighty. Here we go.
Oh,
Bam.
I'm curious. I'm gonna put this one up on stream.
Yeah, this I'm proud of this.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the first one you put up, which was the pickle one, and I'll replace it
Yeah, I
with
think
the
that's been
Kermit.
up long enough.
There we go. I'll leave two up at a time. And I'll put these next to each other so I can actually tell what I'm doing. Any tricks on drawing hands? Drawing a box. So, like, normally you draw the palm first. So, like, you draw, like, this kind of shape for the palm, and then you can just attach, like, a thumb and your other fingers to it. You can also split the fingers up. So, kind of, it does depend. I feel like it's easier if you just look at a reference. Because perspective and how you're positioning and tensing up your hand is important to learn. I don't know how to draw hands that well.
Yeah, hands were never my forte either.
Yeah, I wish I knew more about hands, but at the same time it's just like, I don't really want to sit and draw nothing but hands for like the next so many hours.
Yeah.
I think like the last time I spent a lot of time on hands was drawing Laz's hands in a picture of him with Ethan, and then Gabranth when I did the boxing one. I actually had like a specific big boxer reference up for the entirety of that image. I'm just like, okay, what am I drawing wrong? After I finished that one, I'm just like, okay, I understand nothing about anatomy apparently. But it doesn't help that apparently every person's body structure is so bizarrely different that some characters or people cannot have like a six-pack.
Yeah. It's tricky.
So I'm just like, ah, damn it.
Alright, I'm gonna do my own request. I'm gonna do a little tiny Sienna for the chat so people actually know what the frick I'm talking about.
Yay! Do you have many OCs or?
Sienna's really the only one that I ever like committed to finishing and doing stuff with, because originally she was a video game character idea.
Oh.
Yeah. The only other one, I guess technically the one I'm working on right now with my friend Lauren is probably an OC. Even though it's more so made as a specific RPG style character, but I mean, I didn't give him a name, so technically he could be one.
Yeah, my character Carrot with the red scarf, the bunny rabbit, he was made for a game that I was working on with someone else. But the game got cancelled, and because I designed him, they're just like, oh, you can keep him. I'm just like, yay! I don't know what to do with him though. So I just made him like 2 other friends.
And it's like, Andy, come here, voice this character.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, this guy wears a fedora, just like my character. I know, I'll get him to voice him. Because he had voiceover in his bio. I'm just like, perfect.
Fantastic.
I did not know how to cast at all. I was just like, terrible. Not only that, but like, I think... Well, I think at the point that I was, because I only just started doing like little animations and that, but I only knew like people in my YouTuber friend group. So of course I was sending requests out to like people who were semi-big named at the time, but they didn't know how to do anything like voice acting. So it's just like, for me, I'm just asking friends, and everyone's like, wow, it sounds great. Then I look back and I'm just like, no, it did not. In any sense, it sounded terrible. And I understand why Andy was just like telling me that these people were not voice actors.
You don't understand.
I mean, I understand now. But like, kid me is just like, no, this is perfect! Exactly what I need. They're better than me at this.
Well, I mean, voice actors feel that way. They think they can do anything and everything. And now it's just like, I'm 29, doing this for 10 years. Like, I'm good at 5 things. I'm gonna stick to those 5 things because I make money with those 5.
Yeah, I don't know how to draw a lot of things, but it's just like, I get hired for the same stuff at this point. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just work on the same stuff when I'm getting hired for it, and draw this stuff when I want to actually get better at it.
Yeah.
My gosh, she's so pretty. What have I done?
Oh no, my character's cute.
I am not used to drawing girls. I've spent like, for the last like 2 years, literally all of the art that I've got, apart from a couple of pieces, are all guys, and they're all muscular. So like suddenly having this like really like slim chick with like a nice soft face and everything, I'm just like, her nose isn't chiseled enough.
It's like, what did I do? I'm just gonna draw Sienna's head. I don't have time to do the full robot form.
Also, there's another cheat you can do, guys. If you select an area with the lasso tool, you can then just use a gradient tool to shade it for you like it's a 3D object.
Yeah.
Ta-da! I love cheating.
Beautiful. Sometimes it helps.
But it's just like, why spend hours doing something by hand when you can achieve the exact same thing in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. And it's like sometimes, like, I know friends that will have base sketches, and usually when a new character from a popular series drops, they'll use the base sketch as a way to build upon the character that was introduced. And I think that's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
Just like you want to show your love fast, so build a base.
Yeah, it's like, I got the clothing sets that I do for, the Minecraft skins now. And for me, I've just made bases of everything that I want to customize, and now I can just customize the base to make new sets.
Oh.
So now I can finally make pretty clothes instead of just the basic ones, because I had to make those first.
Yeah.
But I really want to do like hoodies that are falling halfway down, or like actually fully designed outfits rather than just individual pieces of clothes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine having just a girl wearing this outfit in Minecraft? It just look cool.
Yeah.
That, and I want to start like stylizing it, because everyone's characters start looking the same. So it's just like, if you give them cool items that they can just drag and drop onto their characters, suddenly people start designing them differently.
It's tricky because it's like sometimes with the limitations of just like what you can do on a platform like Minecraft, you struggle with like doing original stuff, because it's like when Jess was doing the models for all the different swords, I noticed a lot of them started to look pretty similar.
Yeah.
I understand there's a memory limitation with the game, but
Yeah, normally what you do with limitation, because like obviously every project works within some kind of limitations, be it budget or whatever,
Yeah.
but you're supposed to generally be smart where you can work that into your story narrative. So it's just like,
Yeah.
if you want to produce something every week and you're the only one filming it, and you can't build all of these fancy builds and make a bunch of different character skins, do a series like Friends, where you literally have one small cast of characters and they sit at home or between 3 different houses, and that's it.
Yeah, that was a smart move on their part.
Yeah. But that's what I mean, like, you can do something like that, and it immediately makes filming easy, because once you've done the 3 houses, you don't have to make any more. You can just edit them slightly if you wanted to make a big change, or you can add new things later if you feel like you need to.
Yeah, because like the only time they ever did anything different on Friends is usually they would use New York itself as a platform to build the scenes on.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that because like I've spoken to a couple of people who are trying to start role plays, and a lot of the time people only start it because they see someone else do it and they're like, oh, I can do better, but they're basically just copying the other person and not doing anything new in the slightest. So better is not
Yeah.
really the term you would use.
It's like, try that again.
Yeah.
With originality.
Like, I love Jess. Jess has got a lot of original stuff to it. Like, well, she started a lot of the original stuff to it by doing, like, the whole shipping thing with the fantasy aspect. But now everyone's plots are only about shipping, and they're just, like, so predictable. It's just terrifying.
Yeah. Because I know Andy didn't want to discuss it, but I have no problem discussing it. I think most people go in the direction of doing shipping stuff is because, honestly, and I know this sounds mean, but it's mostly true, romance stories are really, really easy to write.
Yeah, they are.
Because clearly the objective to every romance story is you want the end game to them to be together, or the group to be together, however you want to write it. But the only issue is with the romance stories is as soon as you write that ending, where do you go from there? Like, not every, like, romance has a true happy ending. Like, they get married, and they, understand the concept of living together. They gotta do taxes, they gotta have children. It's one of those. You just can't end it with them kissing and be like, alright, Cue the music.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, they had
There's
that
more to
in,
it.
They had that in BoJack with Diane getting married. And she's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was the happiest day of my life. And then there's the day after that.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
It's like
yeah.
they handled the romance trope really well in BoJack.
Yeah, they did. It's one of those, like, this is the kind of stuff I really wish people would delve into more, is you don't have to stick with the same genres everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
You can take just the aspect of using real life stuff. It's just like, yeah, you can use a tired trope of doing a character that's being bullied, but it's the way that you handle it that's gonna make it stand out. Like, Silent Voice is one of my favorite anime movies, just because the way that they handled certain scenes in that gives you chills. It's so damn good.
Oh yeah.
And
It's another one of those ones that handled different writing very well.
yeah, but it also understood the entire concept is none of the characters in there, apart from the main character, actually changed. They all came to accept each other as they are.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the whole purpose. So one of them is just a horrible, horrible bitch. But at the end of it, she understands that she needs to stop being a horrible bitch to certain people, or there are limits. And she's willing to accept her faults. But everyone else is also willing to let her be part of that group. So it's nice to see stuff like that. And I do kind of wish there's more, like, character development. So, like, you have a character and they start a specific way, and then you've got to figure out how you want that character to end up later.
Yeah.
If there's no real goal, then it's just like, well, what's the point in having any kind of character arc with that character if they're not going to grow from it in any way?
Exactly. It's tricky because it's. I've seen people joke about it where it's just like, well, it's like every purpose of writing, there's got to be a reason. It's like, no, sometimes good stories are written just by mistake, and like half the time, those good stories don't know where to go because they didn't think they'd get that far in the first place.
Yeah. I mean, some of the best stories are ones that had a purpose from beginning to end, and they decided to end it there, like Gravity Falls.
Mm-hmm.
They had an entire goal that they wanted to get to right from the very beginning. They got to it, and then even though they were basically told, we will throw money at you to make more, they said no.
Yeah.
I got so much respect for that. Like, it's gonna be hard to do too when everybody's in love with your characters, and it's just like, you can make more. It's just like, yeah, but if I do, it's no longer that one summer that you spent with those characters. It's now just another series. Like Fairly Odd Parents, which went on for so long that people disliked it.
Yeah, it's you try to introduce new concept and then you write over stories or explanations that already existed. It just leads to bad show.
Yeah. So like, I've already got a set idea for where I want my series to end, and I have other stories that I want to get to after that. And I only realized yesterday that I'd accidentally kind of put in a narrative that I didn't think I'd done. So with with Ethan's story, I kind of realized that almost every character I have is a single child. And they're generally, they're all looking for family outside of family bonds. And then in another one I've got, which the entire plot is one boy trying to save his little sister, every character in there is actually family themed. And I didn't realize until yesterday. I'm just like, oh, wait a minute. So he's trying to save his sister, and he's friends with a merchant who's running around with his daughter, a girl who's looking for her parents with her two twin brothers, and then another guy who's just like, he lost his adopted mother and he's trying to get revenge for her. So it's just like, it's all family themed. I'm just like, how did I manage this? I did it without even realizing.
It's one of those case in point things. Good writing sometimes just happens accidentally.
Yep. It's so exciting though, because like, I really want to tell these stories along with Ethan's one. So like, I want to get to the end of Ethan's one. I don't want it to continue when it's finished.
Yeah.
And I already know, like, how I want each of the characters to be when the story ends. Obviously, I can't say that on stream because you just ruined the whole thing.
Like, well, now we know what's going to happen, so we're just putting words in your series.
There were so many points where I'm trying to figure out if I wanted to kill off a character or not, and everyone's just like, if you kill off this character or this one, it's just like, I won't like you anymore. So
Like,
it's
oh, no.
it's just like, well, I mean, there are worse things than death I can do to these characters.
Have them lose everything, lose
Yeah.
memory.
I never liked the whole losing memory trope. I actually have it for the plot of one of the things, but there is a reason for it, so it was kind of less annoying at the time. But it still, it frustrates me even as the writer. I'm just like, okay, dude, get your memory back so that you can save your little sister, you damn twit. And it's just like, but at the same time, I'm like, wait, I can't do that. Damn it. Because, like, for that one, I had, what was it? This kid finds, like, this magic dragon sword. It was forged from the very last dragon in existence. And so long as he's holding it, he's immortal.
Oh?
Yeah. And the only reason he took it is because it gave him one wish in return for, like, basically serving as the protector of the world with this dragon sword. So he's walking around with this sword and he's waiting for 1,000 years for his little sister to be cured of an illness that they couldn't cure at the time. So she's stuck in Crystal, where they used to live, which is a village that had been basically abandoned because it's kind of similar to like having the plague. Everyone else abandoned it as quickly as possible so that it wouldn't spread. He's fine because he's immortal now. But 2 years before his sister is supposed to like come back out, he ends up getting killed, and the sword gets taken away from him, so he can't remember a thing. So I've got like this thing, I'm just like, okay, 2 years, and his sister will wake up, and I've got to have him remember before his sister wakes up. Otherwise, I mean, how much would it suck if you wait for 1,000 years and then you get there after she's woken up?
Yeah. Alright, Sienna uploaded now.
Ooh. Oh, she pretty.
Yeah. And she got foul mouth now.
Well, I mean, YouTube needs the foul mouth. There you go, YouTube.
Eat the dicks.
I swear, YouTube must hate my channel at this point. It's just like, I don't care.
It's like, stop it. What have you done?
I don't earn a living from YouTube. Yeah, I'm working on trying to add more atmosphere to all these pictures. She actually stands out, so, I mean, I'm doing a good job, I think, so far.
Yeah.
But I figured out, if you want more atmosphere, just add fog. You just get a color and
That
then...
works, yeah.
Yeah. Suddenly she looks like she exists in a space. And all I did was put a gradient on it. It's so dumb how stinking well that works. Pissed me off, because I'm like, went through all this trouble of like learning colors and stuff like that so I could make it better and better. I'm just like, I could just add fog. Wow. What is her name, LMAO? She doesn't have one. I don't know if she'll ever have one. Maybe I'll have her like pop up one day as a background dancer for the idol in Ethan's world.
Oh, that'd be cute.
I really want to... So there's like a couple of things that I really want to pay for at some point. One is for an actual song from the idol that Tama and Fluff go see. And another one is for a bunch of like really dumb AU stuff I want to do. I want to do like a one-off video where I just go through stupid AU ideas.
Oh my god. Sonic the Hedgehog is showing up in OKKO.
Why?
I don't know. But he's there with Tails. You have to watch the trailer later.
I don't think anything that's come out over the last 2 years has made any sense. Funnily enough, I think this is probably the best girl I've drawn in like years.
Yeah.
I'm proud. How many? What? You have so many AUs for your characters, lol. I love AUs for characters. I have to admit, they're just like, because you can run with one snare, and it's just like, how many more can I stick into this one thing? I like Rick and Morty specifically because it exists just for that. Maybe one day I should actually come up with some kind of story for this chick. I'm honestly not sure what I'd do with her at this point, because I kind of just made her because I wanted to draw headphones. There wasn't really a purpose behind her specifically. I'm just like, I want to draw some headphones. I'm just like, here's a lady to go with my headphones.
Okay, I guess I might as well build a face for these headphones while I'm here.
Because I'm going on like this binge now where I'm like, okay, I want to design really cool merch. So I'm just like, one day I want to design like cool headphones and stuff like that. Because it's fun coming up with concepts for random stuff. And I found out I can actually make concepts for dresses too. So I'm going to try my hand at that at some point.
Mm.
And there's going to be a pin coming out on Andy's store for a change. Oh my gosh. She's so soft.
I think I am done drawing for the stream for a while.
I do not blame you.
Now I'm going to draw my friend's avatar.
Whoa.
Just give him little arms and legs.
Do you draw much?
Usually just on the side when I'm bored. But it's just like a lot of the times drawings I do want to publish, I usually end up using a base to draw through, and I just never wanted to have that can of worms open and be like, you used a base to draw this. Like, yeah, because I need practice, man.
I used to actually make bases, but I made pixel ones for people to pixel over.
Yeah. It just, I love it, and at the same time, it's like singing, is you get like one or two very bad historic moments with it, and then you just don't want to do it for a while.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, like, if you use a base, as long as you credit where the base comes from, it's like perfectly fine. I mean, that's what they're made for. They're made for people who want to draw something, don't generally have like the time, or to be honest, even the want to learn how to do something better, and they just want to draw something nice quickly.
Yeah.
If you were trying to do it professionally, obviously I'd be telling you like learn how to draw it without a base. But you're not trying to be a professional.
I'm just drawing when I have the time to draw. Which usually is never. So this is a glorious opportunity to draw.
Drawing is great for I find it very, very relaxing.
Yeah.
especially painting, because it's basically just sketching but with color.
Yeah. It's like the little woo painting that I did before. Just had the time, I sat down, relaxed, and just pulled out the brushes.
Yep. It's nice as well when you're drawing a picture that you don't generally intend to post.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, like, you finish it, you're happy, and if nobody ever sees it, you don't care.
Yeah. Just like, whatever, I did this for me.
Yeah. Like, most of the... There was a point, I think it was, like, between April and May, I was drawing a bunch of really big pictures, and none of them were for everybody else. I'm just like, I want to draw this picture of, like, a wholesome moment of my OCs. And then I didn't speed paint any of them. I'm like, I could have speed painted them, though.
I think speed painting is cool to watch sometimes, especially like when you do like how you do, where you have like a story and some audio behind it. It's like, oh, this is relaxing to watch.
Yeah, I really want to do more of those. The only issue is it costs more to produce it than I get back.
Yeah, that's the nature of the beast.
Yep. I mean, honestly, I still love doing them, which is why I continued to do it even though it wasn't making me money. And a lot of my fans at one point were literally just like, okay, I'm donating because it's going in the VO fund. Because they're like, I want to hear this character do this.
Yeah, okay.
I do wish, like, people who had the bigger budgets, because, like, if you keep hearing people about the projects they want to do, but when they have the money for it, they never make those projects.
Yeah.
Confuses me, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, if I had the money, it's just like I'd be making a full-blown, like, animated series right off the bat. It's just like, I don't care, I'll animate half of the scenes myself.
Yeah. Well, I think what happens is, it's like the idea sounds way better in their head, and when they finally have the money, it's just like, crap. I don't actually have an idea for this. That's how I felt for the longest time with that Space Orc series that I wanted to do, but I just never could finish it, because it's like, I don't know, it sounded like a good idea at the time, but then also because the way YouTube changed, it just wasn't something they were going to get behind.
Yeah.
Just get buried in their search views.
It really sucked with a lot of, like, the way YouTube went, because animators basically got kicked off the platform. And then, anything like, I really love Jess in the sense that she's actually got a fan base for her OCs, which is really nice, because you don't see her very often. The only problem is, trying to get your own fan base to the same kind of thing now is so hard, because one single person can't keep an ongoing series for an extended period of time. It's so mentally draining, especially if you know for a fact you've got no help.
Exactly.
Because that's the issue I keep running into.
Yeah. It's like when it comes to this, like especially just with my channel, it's only me. So it's one of those when people ask for like help, it's like I can only afford to feed myself right now. I can't bring hired hands, so everything falls on me for my stuff.
Yep, not only that, but YouTube's so fickle that if you hired someone else, your earnings could dip the next month, and that's just like, oh well, crap, now I've hired someone and I can't afford them.
Yeah, it makes it very tricky.
And I don't like giving everybody else my stuff. I'm just like, no, I will do it, because then it will be the way I want it. I am so damn picky with myself. I've rewritten the script that, because I wanted to send you guys scripts ages ago. I've written probably, if I was to keep them the same length that I had been doing them, I've written about like 40 episodes worth of scripts. If I actually meshed them into 10-minute long episodes, I think there was about 7 or 8. But I'd finally got it to a point where I really wanted it, and it's just like, it's taken me ages to get there, either because of an injury with my arm, or because I'd rewritten the same script so many damn times. There's like 5 variations of the same script.
Yeah, that'd be hard to bounce back from.
Yeah, like there was, originally there was going to be a scene of Ethan and Gabranth just talking and like sort of getting back on each other's good side just basically by understanding each other a little bit better.
Yeah.
But then I completely changed up where both characters were going to be going. They still ended up in the same place, like plot-wise, because I had to do everything a specific way. But like that one moment I had, which I was so proud of, and I'm like really happy I wanted to keep it, was a hug between Ethan and Gabranth, just because Ethan could see Gabranth was upset, so he gave him a hug, and I'm just like, I want to keep that in, but I can't keep it in this, because it's now changed. I'm just like, ah, damn it. So now I've got to try and do it in another setting.
It's dicey.
I'm looking forward to one day actually finishing that series. So when the scripts are all done, I can look at trying to either storyboard everything, or I can look at trying to do it kind of more like a comic. So do less drawn panels unless it's an action sequence, in which case I'll probably just storyboard it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes, because that was the issue I had with the still images, is whenever I had a full-blown action sequence, because there are quite a few of them, I couldn't people couldn't tell what was going on enough. And it bothered me too, because I'm just like, okay, well, there's like so many scenes that are coming up that I need people to see, because otherwise you won't understand half of the plot.
Yeah. Yes. There we go.
Lol. Look, Heidi's just like, oh, if I ever met Pat, the first thing I'd ask is if I can meet Zeke and Pith.
The biggest issue is Zeke is very loving. He is just not public ready.
Aww.
I brought him to town once and he just went nuts. And it was just very to the point I felt embarrassed. So it's like I need to go through some training with him to actually make him ready for other people, or else he's just gonna tackle everybody.
Yeah, we had issues with my dog. She was, because my family was not social. So the dog never went outside. And then when we finally did start taking her outside, going for walks and stuff, she hated everything. She would bark at her own shadow. So we couldn't take her out in public. If we went for a walk somewhere, we'd have to purposefully walk on the other side of the street or avoid children. It's just like, this is the most awkward thing to do with a dog, because everyone wants to see the dog.
It's like, you don't understand. She's not. No.
She'll probably try to bite you, but she's bad at that too, so she'll just shake. So when we get because we're going to get a Shiba soon.
Yeah.
So we've decided that we're going to try and socialize the dog as much as possible.
Honestly, that's a good idea.
Yeah, there'll be Andy's parents nearby, so we can have the dog go see them often. We'll also have to teach the dog to be quiet, because Andy's sister is sensitive to sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, to be honest, it's good, because it means that we know, I guess how good the dog will be with people who are a little bit more sensitive to stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited because my sister wants to pet a Shiba. I'm just like, I can arrange this.
This can happen.
What on earth are people talking about getting kidnapped?
What?
Just in chat, it's just casually talking about people wanting to get kidnapped.
But why?
No clue. You have to train the dog to be quiet because Andy will be recording. Yeah, so apparently Shibas don't really bark, they howl. So this would be quite amusing.
And their howl is kind of very distinct.
Yeah, it is. I'm actually looking forward to having a dog in the house again. I haven't had one in the house for 2 years. And Andy hasn't had one since he was a baby. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, we need dogs.
it would be hard for me to not have a life without a dog because that was like I went away to Dallas and I didn't have like a dog to welcome me home to. With like just going around and about, and I just got really heartbroken. Like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I was like completely heartbroken when I lost my little dog because like you just get so used to them being in your life, so it's kind of like it's like having a family member.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're so
I can't even.
they're so
I can't even
innocent.
remember a point where I didn't have a dog in my life.
Yeah, same. My parents were adamant that we were gonna like grow up with pets. We had 3 dogs and 3 cats at one time, like all the time. So if we lost a dog or a cat, my parents would get another one. I feel like this girl is date worthy. She could be a waifu.
Anybody can be a waifu.
Up the contrast a bit more.
Why?
Just make her part of like KDA.
You know what it is. Come on here.
Diva's older sister, she has one? Or just like... It's funny because for me, like, the only thing that at all people think of close to Diva is like the spike bits on the headphones. So if I got rid of it, then no one would think that anymore.
You'd be like, wait a second. There's something about her stuff that remind me of Diva. I wonder what it is.
It is so nice just sitting and rendering a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like, I have like a certain threshold that I start getting really pissy if I'm not allowed to like draw one of my own pictures in a certain amount of time. So like, I spent the last half a month just doing work. So I finally got to a point where I'm just like, okay, if I don't draw myself some kind of picture, I am going to explode.
To lose my mind. No, it's good to be able to go back and do the stuff you want to do.
Yeah, it's also nice just looking at my my art folders and actually seeing at least one personal piece in there. Because it sucks when all the pictures in there are like a screenshot of something I was working on, or just a bunch of sketches that haven't been finished, or work. I'm just like, ah, damn it. I mean, there was one month where I drew like 8 or 9 pieces that were all mine. I'm just like, how the hell did I find time to do that? Because I drew like Gabranth as a kid with his pet snail and a bunch of like other wholesome pictures because I was going on a wholesome binge. Binge.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, let's draw all these wholesome pictures, and then now I've got all these dark or action themed pictures in my head again. I'm just like, this will be fun to draw.
Too much polish. Go back. Go new. What are we doing?
There is never too much polish.
It is if you completely take off one piece of the art by accident. Like, oh crap.
Oh, okay, yeah, there is such a thing. Oh my gosh, I was talking to a friend the other day, and I'm just like, we're talking about world building with stories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, I love when people really think out their worlds. I'm just like, yeah, I think you can go too far though. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm just like, I think about how 2 countries have spent their currency. And he's just like, okay, yeah, maybe you can go too far.
Sometimes I think about that when like creating characters for myself, and I start thinking about like the character's political view. Like, I think I've gone too far.
It's so much fun though,
Dial it
like
back.
delving into that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there was a point where I'm like, okay, so vampires exist in this world. I'm just like, what would their social stature be in a world that accepts them? And I'm just like, oh, what if they were like messengers and they get paid for information in blood?
Oh my god.
So, because they can get to like all of these really hard to get places because they're vampires. So it's just like, oh my gosh, they'd be great like information brokers.
It's like, listen, you're not gonna believe what I just found about Chanta.
Uh,
No, tell me more.
but I imagine like just sucking somebody's blood casually would be illegal on its own. So it's just like, okay, so what if they used it as a form of payment for like their services and stuff like that? It'd be pretty cool. Also means people who can't actually afford to pay somebody could technically pay a vampire.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's like, oh, I just created an entire like way of living for a race. And I'm just like, yay, go me. It's just,
I get it.
it's so much fun like coming up with all of these little things, because then suddenly it's just like, okay, well this explains why like certain races will probably have like a higher view of themselves and that, or why they've like learned to go even without having blood and garbage.
Yeah.
Because I got one character, I got the voice for him like a year and a half ago, and I still haven't used it. I mixed it, but I haven't actually like put it up yet. And there's just this vampire who thinks very highly of himself as a noble because he doesn't drink blood. He's basically a vegetarian.
Yeah. You're better than all of you.
I was like, I love him though, because he just sits there and he's like Mr. Entertainer. He's in a very fancy house in the middle of nowhere. And he goes like above and beyond to entertain his guests. So like the first time Ethan and Kimiko just walk in, you see him on the like, because the room's like pitch black, lights pop on, he's at the top of the stairs, he's like, welcome my friends. It's just like, oh my gosh, why? But I didn't realize that your cat was named Piff, because I actually had
Yes.
I had a character called Piff in that.
Yeah, it was one of those. She kind of came with the name, and I just enjoyed it anyway. So it's like, you're keeping that name.
That's great. We always had our names end in an E sound. So like, we had Abby, Carly, Lady, Timmy, Tammy. Who else did we have? Snoopy. Then my sister just got a cat and called it Micro, which just ruined the entire aesthetic that we had going on. Actually, scarily enough, if I design like a really cool design on the hoodie, I could actually make this as a real hoodie, which would be cool. The wheels are turning now. I like designing clothes a lot.
They're fun to do. That was my last painting for the day. This is one I just put on Twitter. It was the guy I was talking about before. Because his avatar is just a slice of cake, so like I just gave it arms and just wrote bad. This is one of those, he has cute OCs, but lordy, the personality on them characters
Yeah.
is huge.
Oh, I see what you mean. I just clicked the name.
Just like pound cake.
I love how it's literally just probably an SFW. They're not even sure.
It's just like completely subjective. It's like, where do you stand on this?
Oh yeah, I'll probably stream for another 20 minutes, and then I'll hop off. It'll be a 2.5 hour. Bonus points if Teespring can produce her top. Well, I mean, they're doing the other ones, so it is fully possible that they could do this. You can also actually have a custom-made bra. I found that out. So I could legitimately just full-on make her outfit. I want to design leggings. I wanted to do Ethan's belts as legging designs. So all 14 belts on the leggings.
That's a good idea.
I just thought it'd be the dumbest thing for a cosplay. I'm just like, this is a great idea. I'm doing this. I kind of like it kind of sucks when you see all these like all these characters and you've got people who make merch but they never make cosplay merch. So you got all these kids that really want to cosplay as these characters and they never can because it's just like it's never available.
Yeah, which just bites.
I really wish they had more options because I was gonna put a mug out and Teespring has the most garbage mugs. They print on the front and the back and then there's a line basically in the middle where it misses it out. So it's fine if you're just putting a photo on the front. But when you're trying to put like a design that wraps all the way around, it doesn't work. I was disgusted. I'd made like this really cute design. I'm like, yes, perfect. I can finally have a mug I want. And it's just like, doesn't make it. I'm just like, ah, damn it.
Oh, Baron drew Kimiko in a dress. Oh, Rosalina's dress. I was like, why does that look familiar?
I like Rosalina's design.
Hello, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that at the moment. I spent most of my day asleep, actually. I did not get much done. I finished everything yesterday. So I finished like the biggest commission I'd had in a while, and then I got another big one next week. So I'm just like, okay, today I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna like lie in bed all morning, and then when I finally get up, we went out for lunch and went to a bakery. I'm just like, yay, sweets. Then just came back and drew this, and I'm just like, yay, perfect day.
Fantastic.
Well, apart from Andy not feeling well, like that's the only downside to today.
Yeah.
But I think he's enjoying his time just sitting on the couch watching Rick and Morty while feeling sick. So I mean that's a bonus, I guess.
That's probably it. I'm looking back at the photos I drew today in Dream. I was like, you know what? I could have done better shading on the freaking pickle Rachel. Like, and then I had that thought, like, oh god, no. Just leave it be.
I don't think it's possible. I don't know if you've ever got this, but do you ever notice the flaws only after you've posted?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I hate
I did
it.
that with the freaking Pixel Sienna. I looked at it and I was like, I could have done better colors. I know I kind of went for like a limitation thing, like these were the only 4 primaries, and just.
Yeah, I gone through. At one point I was like, okay, I'm gonna be smart. I'm not gonna post anything until a day after it's finished. That didn't stick because I got excited about a picture and so I posted it straight afterwards. And I'm like, ah, damn it! I hate everything about the proportions because I zoomed out. Didn't realize that the proportions were bad.
Yeah, I wish I would follow that rule, but I know as soon as I finish this thing and it's done, it's like, I have to share it.
Yeah, I think there's only one picture that I actually was less inclined to share, and that was the one of Laz and Ethan in his workshop. Like, I actually spent like a full month going back and forth with it until I was really happy with it, and then I'm like, okay, now I'll post it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite picture so far. I need to do some more. I want to do one of Gabranth, his dad, Kimiko, Laz, which is like a grandpa to both Ethan and Gabranth. I want them all to be in like a tavern having a meal. Yeah, I love the idea of just bringing them into a really stupid moment where it's just like 2 of them are getting drunk. Ethan's like trying to help Gabranth do something because he's indecisive about it. And it's like, it's just a nice, happy atmosphere considering the rest of the series is not a very nice, happy atmosphere. So I'm just like, it's kind of just a nice reminder that the world exists outside of the bad events.
Exactly. Listen, I know all this scary stuff is going on right now, but trust me, in the outside world, things are good.
Yeah, this is why, what's her name, Hime exists. Because she's literally just like the world's cinnamon bun.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, nothing bad can happen to this girl. And she is proof that there is still hope for this world.
Yeah. You get the artist, like the writer's itch, though. It's like, nothing bad happens to her until it does.
Yeah, no, I've got like, to the point where, because the elven stuff that they're all like living in and that, they're all very heavily based on ranks. So if you outrank somebody else, they will kiss your butt, basically. That means more than money. So your stature is everything. But because she's Brom's daughter, and Brom happens to be the only person in the area that talks to the highest elves in the entire city, they all basically will not at all touch or bully her. Because if they do, they could end up getting deported if Brom really wanted to F them over.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody, if anybody hurt his daughter in any way, like, he is definitely the type to F them over. I love that, though. It's just like, the scariest guy is the guy who doesn't fight. It's just the accountant.
Alright. I think I'm gonna power off for a while.
Alrighties.
Well, thank you for having me. It was fun drawing very, very cursed stuff.
Yay! It was nice putting it all over the screen.
I hope you kids don't have any nightmares tonight of Thanos Kermit, but if you do, I'm sorry.
I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
Alright, I'll see you around, yo.
Yep, see you later.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye! And then there was just me. I exist by my lonely self. I need to do more streams like this. I don't actually need to do them much. So I got another roughly 10 minutes and then I'll be hopping off. So I have to figure out what I want to do on her hoodie design as well. I really want to keep the bright neon. I like the bright neon. Everything else will probably have black in it. Trying to figure out what I want. It's like the hardest thing with designing clothes is the theme you want to go for. Yes, Boswell, we need to do another doodle session. It's good fun. And thick legs. They're actually not that thick. They're a little disproportionate in the middle though, I gotta fix that. How is home searching going? We're still waiting to hear back about the house that we've gone for. So we have technically gotten it. It's just that we're waiting for the actual process of buying a house to go through. The joys of society. Your presence while drawing is really nice. Aww, you guys are so sweet. I do my best to, I don't know, I like trying to keep an atmosphere where it's just nice to draw. That's why I like trying to keep these kinds of streams as chill as I can. I'm not really fussed if I don't get like a ton of people in here. I just want people in here to enjoy it and not feel pressured. Same goes for my friends. I don't want my friends to feel like they have to work on a stream either. Yeah, it does. It takes ages, and yeah, I actually need to pack. I haven't packed anything because I've been busy, and then this is finally the first time in ages I've been able to draw something for myself. So it's just been nice to be able to draw a picture. She's really pretty. I'm actually really proud. This is the first girl I've drawn in ages that I'm happy with. Hey, I'm really happy that one of my streams was able to help you out. Wait, the stream's ending in another 10 minutes, yeah. Aww. I'm seriously like really happy that you guys are learning how to draw better and you're just enjoying drawing as a whole. Like the whole thing I wanted people to get to isn't so much just obviously getting better at drawing, which is a bonus, but it's enjoying the process. Because you won't get better at drawing if you just don't enjoy actually the drawing process. I feel like I should have something green, like through here. So far it's a lot of like straight lines or slightly curved lines. So maybe I'll do some stuff like that, like around here. Oh, I could do a panel that's actually completely black through the side here. I know the hoodies on the website are actually white down the middle, so I'm gonna actually add that white hood in, like that. I can adjust the color of it as I go along. So, and then if I put some black on both sides, I really wish I could like add my own flair to a lot of merch stuff, but there's only so much you can customize unless you go to a actual like factory and get it completely custom made, and I don't have the funds for that. How about some green rim lighting? I'll add that kind of stuff at the end, but because the background color is this color, it's purple or pinkish purple, you would add that as rim lighting. You wouldn't add the green in there, just because the green's on the colors of her, not on the actual background. So you'd be detracting her from the background more instead of making her feel like she is part of that background. A slight change in a character's design makes it feel better than before. Pretty much. Like, I want to look at this character and feel like she's got her own sense of fashion choice and that she's like, you know, a person. That's the fun part of doing stuff like this. Angelica. I feel like Angelica's not quite the right color scheme for this particular girl. Oh, that's cool. I'm really happy that like you've changed the way that you draw his ears and that it suits him better. It's kind of just interesting how that kind of stuff works. When I first drew Carrot's ears used to be perked up. And he used to have them torn a lot more than I draw them now. Now I draw them as a lop-eared bunny. Which I just found suited him better when I was drawing him as a character of mine. Okay, what kind of design can I put around the arm? I'm not gonna lie, I love this process right now. This is great fun. Quite happy to end my stream this way. Yeah, you can send me a quick doodle. You can send it via Discord. Have you been watching One Piece lately? I have not, actually. I haven't kept up with a lot of stuff, to be honest. I've been working. Working's good for bringing money in, but not good for everything else. So I'm looking forward, because I released another couple of packs for like the HD Minecraft stuff I was doing. So if people buy stuff like that, it actually gives me more time to myself to be able to do my own stuff. Also, Boswell, it looks nice. I am proud. For some reason, this almost comes off as like a green beehive, like honeycomb. I know I want a lot of like straight edged stuff. I feel like I want that further on like this side or something, so that it looks like it's branched off on its own. I could have had it the other way around, but I really liked the green taking the majority. You see stained glass. Yeah, I can see that too, actually. It works too. But yeah, when I finish this one, I actually might put her up as a print on one of my things, because I haven't really put any of my artwork up as prints, funnily enough, and Teespring allows me to do that, so maybe I'll put this one up. I think she's quite pretty, so that would just be nice. Eventually I can start taking prints with me when I go to places and sign them. Turtle shell. I mean, that works too. We call it torty, like a turtle shell. Okay, I want this bit to probably be green. I mean black. Duh, can't English. And then that goes across like that. She's pretty neat. She's not gonna be Gerald the Beach Boy's girlfriend. She's a single lady and she is happy to be single. Torty is so cute. I kind of like that. Tara. I actually have a character called Tara, so I don't want to name her the same. She a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much her right now. Why YouTube? Because YouTube, that's how it works. Okay guys, this is pretty much it for the stream today. Depending on how stuff goes, maybe I'll stream tomorrow? I don't know if I'll, I honestly don't remember what I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. So, maybe. Yeah, I'm being careful with naming her after anything, based off Friends stuff, just because I don't really want to have issues with the comparisons people make. Oh, honey, it's your birthday tomorrow? Oh my gosh! Happy birthday, I love you. If I'm streaming tomorrow, please stop by so I can make everyone, like, tell you happy birthday. Maybe we can set up our doodle session. Yeah, I mean, I'm more than happy to stream with Boswald in the call next time. But the only thing is, you will have to talk, Boswald. That's the problem. YouTube, how much quality content do you want to create? a lot, but it costs money, and they won't give me any back, so there's a problem. Okay, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate everyone sticking around for so long. I'm glad you liked the picture so far as well. It's nice to see all the support on it. Considering I don't really draw girls much, this was a nice change, and I actually am proud of her pose, and the composition for this one doesn't look terrible, so yay. So, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. You want that jacket? Well, I may or may not decide to design it for my store, so we'll see how that goes as well. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye!